Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, we'll try to discuss some different types of error handling. Because see, in our previous video, we saw how we can handle actually exception, right? And there I showed you one example, I think you remember. So let me again open that particular example. Yeah, I think this is the example we solved. I'll just copy and let's say here I will paste it. I think you already know how we are handling the exception here and how this try except is working here. Okay, I think you already know. See, sometimes what happens actually, if you are using this particular approach, so there would be one issue. Let me show you. So let's say this is the code I have written. It's completely fine. Let's say if I execute the program, it will give you hello world. Or let's say if this file is not present, let's say this sample, let's say I will give sample 5 here. Let's say if this particular file is not present, if I execute the program right now, it will give me file not found error. Okay, I hope you got it. Now let me delete it. Now see, it's working. But what happens actually, see, whenever you implement any kinds of projects, so you will be writing like tons of code and you will be writing actually different logic. So here I have only written one logic. You can see this is called file handling logic. But whenever you will be implementing projects, you will be writing different logic actually. Let's say you have written one logic. Actually, you are trying to add, let's say, 2 number. Let's say I'll give A is equal to, let's say, 4. Or let's say B is equal to, let's say, 5. And I'm going to add this particular number here. Let's say A plus B. Let's say this is my program. Okay, after, let's say, opening this particular file, I'm performing this particular arithmetic operation. Okay, I hope you got it. Now see, if I execute the program, see, this particular program will work fine. It is printing hello world and it is giving me 8. Okay, like after doing the addition operation, you are getting 8. Now let's say by mistake, instead of giving B, what you have given, let's say you have given M here. Okay, you have given M here. Okay, by mistake, let's say you have given M here. Now let's say if I execute the program again, now see, this code is working fine. And whenever it is coming this line, it is giving me file not found error. Okay, it is giving me file not found error. Again, let's say if I do another mistake, let's say I'll take a list. Let's say in this particular list, I'm having some number. Okay, now I want to access, let's say, let's say 100 index. Now tell me, 100 index is there in this particular list? No, it's not there. Now see, if I again execute the program, it will give me file not found error. Okay, again, it will give me file not found error. See, if I comment this particular line as well. Now see, if I execute, it will give me file not found error. So every time it is giving me file not found error. File not found error, it's completely fine if it is coming here. Okay, let's say if it is coming here, it's completely fine. We can get to know, okay, file not found error, that means this particular file is not present. But let's say if file is fine, I'm getting the error here in this particular list, let's say logic. Again, it is giving me file not found error. So again, it's not a proper actually readable error message. As a developer, how I'm going to fix my code if I'm getting this particular error? If I'm getting this error, I'll go to the file and I'll get confused. Okay, file is fine, but why it is giving me the error? I hope you're getting right. So that's how actually in Python, we can handle different types of exception. Okay, let me show you. See, whenever I'm performing this operation, let's say if I just write this operation, let's say I'll copy this operation and here I'll just try to define it here. Let me show you the error type. Okay, what is the error type actually I'll get? Now see, if I execute the program, it will give me name error. M is not defined. Okay, so this is a name error. Actually, it's not a file not found error. So what I'll do, inside actually Python, we have actually different type of exception. Okay, see, whenever you are getting actually file not found error, so what you can do, instead of using except like that, you can use except file not found error. See, this is already there. This particular keyword is already there. Now inside that you can write this particular matches. Okay, now let's say there is a possibility you might get the error from here. So what kinds of error actually it may give? I already showed you, it is name error. Okay, so here I can write except it's a name error. See, all kinds of error are available inside Python. Now you can just simply write variable. Okay, variable not defined. Okay, defined. Now see, if I now execute the program, now see, file is fine, that means this code will work fine and I will get the error here because here is not, it is not correct. Now see, if I execute the program, now see, it is giving me variable not defined. That means I'm getting the correct exception right now. Okay, I can get to know, okay, so here there is a variable I have been defined. Okay, then again I'll come here, I can, let's say, fix this particular code. Now if I execute the program, now see I'm getting the output. Fine. Now I can also handle this particular error. Now see, the logic actually I have written. So from here, what kinds of error I might get? So simply again you can execute the code here. I think it will give you index error. Okay, index error. So it is giving you index error. So again you can just take another exception. I'll take another exception. Okay, except index error. Index error. Now inside that you can simply write print index not found. Okay, now see if I execute the program now, it will give you index not found error. I hope it is clear. Now you can ask me how I will get to know, okay, whether I'll be getting file not found error, name error, or index error. Simply what you can use one very interesting actually, let's say, exception block called except exception. Okay, exception as e. Now you can simply print this particular e. Okay, you can simply print this particular e. Now see, apart from that, if anything error is occurring, let's say I will give another let's say statement here. Let's say I'll give 0, let's say 0, let's say divide by, let's say, string of k. Now let's say this is another mistake I have done. Now see if I execute the program, see I have to correct this particular code. That means I have to comment it. Now see if I execute the program, now see it is giving me this error, unsupported operand type integer and string. That means you can't perform any operation with respect to integer and string. It's not possible. That means what is happening, this particular exception as e, it is automatically detecting the, let's say, error message, and it is printing here. Okay, if you're not defining anything, let's say if I'm not defining also anything, I'll copy the code as it is. And now if I take another cell, now let me delete this at the line, it's not required. Now see, if I'm not mentioning the exception, different exception here, still it will detect the error. Automatically it will detect the error. Let me show you. Let's say I'll comment this line and I will, let's say, do the mistake here. Okay, now see if I execute the program, okay, sample 1 is there, I think, sample, let's say 8. Now see if I execute the program, it will automatically capture the error. It is telling no such file directory. Okay, this one. Now let's say I'll correct it, and let's say again I'll do the mistake here. Okay, m. Now see if I execute the program, it will tell you m is not defined. That means if you're using this particular snippet, it will automatically detect the error type. Okay, it will automatically detect the error type and it will give you the error message. But if you want to define it, okay, if you want to define it from your end, let's say you know about the error, okay, what kinds of error actually it may occur, what you can do, you can use this particular code snippet. Okay, you can use this particular different error inside Python. You can simply search on Google different exception inside Python. You will get all the name. Now let's say you are not sure about the error, like what kinds of error actually it may give you. So simply you can trace the error as well. You can simply write e dot with trace back. Okay, you can give this particular statement. Now see if I execute the program, it will also give you the error type. You can see error type is name error. Okay, name error, because here you haven't defined the name. Now let's say if I comment the line and if I execute this particular code right now, it will give you index error. Okay, that's with the help of this particular statement you can also trace, okay, trace the error message. Okay, what kinds of error it may give you. Okay, so that's how I have showed you different types of error handling. Okay, how you can handle. Let's say there is a possibility, let's say there is a project you are implementing and you have to define your own let's say exception type. That time actually you can use this particular let's say way. Otherwise you can use this particular way, okay, as exception as e, and you can only use this particular e, okay, instead of using this particular traceback. Okay, it will automatically detect the error that time. Okay, you can also use this particular traceback if you want to see the error type. Okay, what is the error type, and if you're not sure about that. So yes, this is all from this particular video. In the next video we'll try to see how we can use this particular try except, okay, with the else keyword as well. Okay, we can also use something called else keyword. Okay, with try and except, okay, we can also use this particular else keyword. So in the next video I'll try to discuss why we use this particular else keyword and what is the use of it. Okay, thank you for watching.